Jenkins. I'm the owner of Semper Sliders here in Nashville. I served in the Marine Corps from 2001 to 2005. I was a combat engineer. I spent a year in Okinawa at the Jungle Warfare Training Center, and then I deployed to Afghanistan in 2004. I ended up back in the civilian world and eventually in culinary school. They had this new post 9/11 GI Bill. I was doing iron work at the time. I was a union iron worker. I got laid off, and so I was like, I need to use this GI Bill and do something. And so my sister actually was the one that recommended culinary school because cooking had become really therapeutic for me. I'm a musician. I played drums since I was about 10. Music has always been therapeutic for me, but I think I was going through a lot of stuff after I got out of the Marine Corps, and music wasn't doing it for me anymore. So while I was in culinary school, I got to do this guest appearance on the Great Food Truck Race on Food Network. And it was just like a weekend shoot. We got to jump on some food trucks and work with the crew, and then that was it. It was supposed to just be like a fun weekend experience for the students that participated. And for me, it was like, yo, maybe I could have a career in the food industry because food trucking was a lot of fun. But I was working with veteran orgs and stuff at the time, and I'd gotten my mental health together, so I was really trying to help other veterans get their mental health and life together, and just give them words of encouragement through different organizations that I was working with. And so eventually I had enough experience and was able to get some debt and start a business. And so that's kind of how Semper Sliders started. I definitely wanted Semper Sliders to be a hub. I mean, we get tourists and civilians, and I live a mile and a half down the road, so people that live in my neighborhood come and eat here regularly. You want and need support for anybody that wants a delicious cheeseburger and tater tots. But it was also in the beginning and still almost 6 years into the business now about, the patch boards that I have in here, they're all filled up by people that just come out to the business. The toys, the flags, the stickers, the We the People was made for me by a Marine in Bowling Green, Kentucky that brought that out. Like, everything in here was donated by veterans and EMS, firefighters, police officers, not just from Nashville. There's patches on these boards from all over the country. Nobody misses the military because of putting on the uniform or doing the day-to-day, because it sucks. But you meet people from all walks of life, from different races and backgrounds and religious preference and stuff, and you just click because you're in the same MOS and you're in the same unit, and you just force these bonds almost. They just naturally happen. And so when you get back into the civilian world, we're broken up into those groups again. The civilian world is very divided into race and sexual preference and religious background, and we start to miss how easy it was to have those friends and those brothers and people that had your back when you were in the service. And so Drinking Bros and Irreverent Warriors and Semper Sliders, people are finding that again, where they can just come out to a Semper Sliders meetup, and there's all these different veterans from different branches and different backgrounds, and they start telling those funny stories from being in the military again, and you find that camaraderie that you were missing. A lot of people re-enlist. They spend 3 or 4 years in the civilian world. They re-enlist into the Army or the Marines because they missed it, and then they get back in and they hate it again. But they realize all they were really missing was maybe shooting machine guns and blowing shit up, but they really miss that camaraderie and that brotherhood. And so that was another kick for me to go tell my wife, I think there's something missing in Nashville for the veteran community to have a real place to come and hang out, and I want to do that. And so it's been said before, sometimes if you want something done, you should do it yourself. And I've seen that over and over with Drinking Bros and wanting to grow that community. I was wanting someone else to do something with Drinking Bros that I could partake in, and it just was easier for me to book events and create these activities and stuff that I could partake in, but other people could partake in as well. And then it just became natural for me. Like every month I was doing new events and stuff, and we were getting more and more people coming.
Life happens, you know. Yeah. So guys, I'm Marshall Sparkman. I served in the Air Force proudly. Got out in 2007, and Nashville is home. So got back and kind of stumbled into the mortgage industry. And fast forward a couple years later, 15 years later now, going on it. I started my own mortgage company, and my main focus in life is just to educate veterans, and mainly on finance, on purchasing house, using your leveraging your VA benefits. And I love teaching veterans how to leverage your VA benefits to buy investment properties. That's my passion. I'm kind of like, I dork out on that kind of stuff. I'm the guy hanging out with you at the campfire, and we're talking about mortgages. So, sorry if you're one of my friends. That's just what you have to put up with.
I'm Philip Byard. I was in the service from 2000 to 2004. I'm a small business owner here in Nashville, Tennessee. I own Music City Hardscapes. We are a full-service waterfall repair and installation company. Life is good. Nashville's been really good to us.
So through those different online communities, the Drinking Bros and Irreverent Warriors, we do have lots of veterans and people that find us through those Yelp and Google reviews whose parents were in the military, or they have children in the military, or they served. They love to come out and check out the business because of the atmosphere, and most tourists are coming to Opry Mills Mall and the Gaylord Hotel and stuff, which is we're right down the street from that. And so if you're on social media, we're on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are all Semper Sliders. We have an Irreverent Warriors Facebook page, IW Nashville, and then there's the Drinking Bros Tennessee chapter. And so if you live in Tennessee, and there's also, for Irreverent Warriors, there's chapters in Chattanooga, Clarksville, Memphis, and Knoxville. And so veterans from all over the state are able to go do the events that Irreverent Warriors are doing, and listen to the podcast and check out Semper Sliders and stuff. A lot of those people from those communities know Semper Sliders through Drinking Bros and Irreverent Warriors. And so anytime they're in Nashville, they pop in. Like I said, we have a really supportive network of veterans. It's really grown into what I'd always hoped it would be. And we have weekly meetups. Every single week there's 5 to 10 veterans, and if there's something special going on, like this weekend, or sometimes, like we had a buddy that had a going away party, and must have 40 or 50 veterans showed up. This place was absolutely packed, and we had a really good time. And I always want to take myself out of it just for a minute, just to stand back and look at 40 or 50 veterans hanging out at Semper, laughing and drinking and messing with each other. And it's just that like affirmation of I've done it. Regardless of how much money I make with this business, I've been successful because the veterans come out here and meet each other. They find some hope again, whether they're 25 or 35 or 55. They come out here and they're going through divorce or custody battles with their kids and all the shit that can come at you quick in life. And if they can come to a Silky's hike or a karaoke night or a meetup at Semper Sliders, and just for a few hours can put all that behind and find a little community, man, that makes me feel more successful than anything else.